Hey there, hey, it's Wednesday, yay, and thank you for tuning into the pod of Born to Be a Star. It's the middle of the week, there's 2 more days left, and we get to Saturday, yay! I don't know what I'm doing this weekend, but it's going to be something fun, and it's going to be something chill, hanging out with the family. Something I love to do, and something you should love to do too. Today is another day, and it's another opportunity for us to recognize our star power, recognize that, yes, we can do things that we put our mind to. Yes, we can complete things and finish things. And yes, we can be happy and excited and proud of ourselves, regardless of where we are, regardless of where we come from, or regardless of where we are in our journey. We can do all of those things. We should never give up. Thanks, John Cena. I'm saying that forever. And we are not waiting till tomorrow to do stuff that we can do today, because tomorrow is not promised. And why do you keep holding things off? Procrastination and saying I'll get to it isn't going to get you to it. It's just going to get it to the back burner. Just saying. We have to be reflections of what we want to see, because that's the only way we're going to make a change, is if we change ourselves. I'm done with the whole, I don't know if I want to do this, I can't make up my mind, I don't know. Next part of the conversation, let's get to one of the best part of the conversations, which is where we talk about no media allowed, no media allowed, no media allowed. They lie to us anyway. I thought it was great that Mayor ripped into the gyms for their indoctrination of children. I think it's absolutely hilarious, because they've been trying to indoctrinate children forever. I mean, you can look at children books and understand that a lot is missing from the books that they're reading. There's no, like, clearly the race theory and all the crap that they talk about is not real, right? It isn't real. Also, clearly, there's a lot wrong going on with these psychotic, like, LGBTQ plus teachers in education. Children don't need to know about sexuality like that, especially when they're 5, 4, or 6, or 7, or 9, or 10, or whatever age. They should learn about it and develop these things as they start to get older. This is the problem in the United States of America. The insanity is just let off, and no one's held accountable for it. Why? Because they're not. Also, in other news, I thought it's important for me to go over the fact that Biden is signing a memorandum to ensure access to abortion pills. Weird. Right, okay. It just never ends with these psychopaths. Also wanted to bring back up Alec Baldwin. That man needs to go to jail. He killed somebody. It's that. If you kill somebody in the United States of America, you're serving time. You do the crime, you serve the crime. You do the crime, you serve the time. I don't care if he's an actor. He should be delisted and he should be canceled, just like Will Smith and a lot of other actors too. These people do things and then they don't think they're going to be held accountable. I don't care if you're Alec Baldwin. I don't care if you don't think it was your responsibility to look at your gun. You know what you can't say to an employee at Target that gets robbed? It wasn't my responsibility to press a button. You know what you can't say to somebody at a bank that's about to get robbed? I forgot to press the button and let security know that it was getting robbed. You know what you can't say at a restaurant when you're cooking? I didn't think it was my responsibility to turn off the stove. I'm sorry that the restaurant blew up. You know what you can't say in a car? I didn't know it was my responsibility to step on the brake at the light. Those aren't viable excuses. So him saying he didn't know it was his responsibility doesn't work with me. I'm over it. Over it. And you should be over it too. It's not just him doing it. It's all the Democrats. It's all of them. They like pedophilia. They like insanity. And they don't like responsibility. That's what this is. They want power and they don't want any responsibility. They don't want any bad part of it. They don't want consequences. They just want to be able to do whatever they want. But that's not how life works. So I got to be the bearer of bad news here. Alec Baldwin needs to get slapped with a heavy-duty bill. If Martha Stewart could go to jail, so can he. I'm just going to say that. Nobody cares about Nancy Pelosi. I'm not going to talk about her and her psychotic exorcist again. Some chick is like claiming that Tim Allen did something to her. She's likely lying. Yeah, we don't care. There's a bunch of insanity going on, clearly. And also, 10 people died in California. Are we shocked by that? There was a massive shooting of 10 people. I told you yesterday that there was a riot in like Georgia or something with people burning things down. And this was Antifa, bro. This was Democrats doing it. How are they going to cover this stuff? Like, remember when those people got shot and they were claiming it was a Republican thing and it ended up being one of these non-binary rainbow people? So then they slid it under the rug and they never talked about it again. All this stuff is related to each other. It's all connected to each other. It's a correlation of insanity. And when you claim it's something that it isn't and you keep doing it over and over and over again, I don't know. Pretty much. You're going to get everything they deserve. Just, these people are just, ugh. The insanity never ends with these people. They lie like they breathe, and none of them want to be held accountable. They don't like responsibility, and they're okay with us all dying as long as it means that they get to continue to be rich. And the World Ethics Group, or whatever it's called, that's in Switzerland, could give two fucks about you and your feelings. They want you to be in a box that you can barely breathe out of, eating rats and roaches. And they want to turn you into the animal because they don't think you're worthy of their time. Well, I've got a message for the World Ethics Committee, or whatever they're called. Everybody knows who you are, and you can't hide in the darkness because we're the light, and we're coming for you. We're not going to physically hurt you or attack you, but we are going to call you out at every opportunity, and we are going to be relentless and unapologetic doing it. I am going to take every day as an opportunity to talk about your crappy group and the fact that you're hiding in Switzerland. Right? You're in Switzerland. Why aren't reporters allowed there? Why can't we ask questions? And when can Donald Trump return? Because I really think he needs to go back. You people need a wake-up call. Clearly, you're working with pharma and the Democratic Party because you're all insane. You believe in having the idea of atheism, and you want to promote insanity. And you want to convince people that there's actually a climate problem. There's no climate problem. This is a man problem. You created all these issues. If there's gas in the ground, why can't we use it? Okay? Why are we creating vehicles that need batteries that aren't sustained, and you have to dispose of the battery a certain way, and the disposal of the battery is far worse than the gas at the gas station? Nobody is talking about that except for me and a bunch of other right viewers. I'm telling you. Things are going to get far worse. The economy is not okay. Inflation is not okay. It's not going down. And when Biden goes on TV and talks about the gas prices, it's hilarious. Because again, gas was $2 when Trump left office 2 years ago. And it's already over that now. And the high gas price is now supposedly the normal gas price. You people are full of the most crap ever. I don't like overpaying for things. Nothing has any value anymore, and it's just annoying, right? The representation I have as being an American, I love being American. I love my home country. I love what America represents, right? The country of dreams. I love that idea because I'm a dreamer and I had a dream and I made my dream real. And I did it here, right? I'm living my life in this country. As much as I want to go to Italy and live out my dream of living in Sicily, I'll wait. Biden is not a good look for America. He has a lot of baggage. His son isn't a good look. John Fetterman is going to be bad for the place he represents. These people are not good politicians. That's the problem with them. They say one thing and do another. And cities are in great need of help. And I don't know. Things are going to get really horrible. And then everybody's going to vote Republican. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to wait. I don't think it's going to take long, but I guarantee you in 2024, Republicans are going to have the White House, the House, and the Senate. Because there's no way smart people are going to vote democratically anymore. Because I'm sorry, electric cars aren't the issue. The issue is people. And at this point, do you really think driving an electric car is going to save us from global warming? Do you know how much stupidity that humans have done over our lifespans on Earth? Do you think this is the solution to that? Because it isn't. Think about what I said about the battery for the electric vehicles. It's not going to work. Thanks for tuning in to this Hump Day edition of No Media Allowed, No Media Allowed, No Media Allowed. Because they lie to us anyway. Next part of our conversation, cheating is cheating. I mean, why are we trying to act like cheating is winning? Like, it's not. If you're cheating on a test, if you're cheating and you're getting the answer for something and you're not actually looking for it, you haven't figured out anything. Why are we acting like cheating is winning? And why are we acting like people that don't do a good job are doing a great job? The idea that a man can pretend to be a woman and he won a competition, he didn't win a competition. You gave it to them because you want to do the check mark thing because you feel bad and obligated to include people in something that they shouldn't be included in. That's cheating. Putting your foot over the finish line and you didn't run in the race, I mean, it's kind of smart, but that's cheating too. You're not going to win that way. Let's call a spade for a spade. A cheater is a cheater. The best cleaning supplies can likely be found in a Target or Walmart, or you could be one of those people that wants to order all the stuff online because it's better for the environment. I really don't care about the environment. I'm going to be one of those people. I want products that are going to be safe for my home, though, of course, and for things that I have. So I care in that aspect, and I want things that are of good quality and will last and are worth the money that's being spent on them. I like doing economical things, and I like buying things that are worth the amount that I'm paying for them. I want, it to equal out, if that makes sense. Next part of our conversation. Learning new things. I like learning new things. The idea that you cannot know everything is important. We're constantly learning, and honestly, we should be constantly learning. I think that's why I was so intrigued by college and a master's and growing at a company and just building and knowing a lot of things, because learning is life and life is learning. So why wouldn't you want to learn something new? Sometimes there's an easier way to do something. Sometimes there's a longer way to do something. Sometimes there's a way you didn't even know existed. Sometimes you're going to learn about something that you didn't even know was right in front of you. Learning is the key to many things. Bad relationships aren't going to get you anywhere, so find a way to get out of them. Like, some people want to hold on to something because it's viable. And I just had this conversation about me not chasing friends. And then one of my friends called me up and we texted or whatever. But it's like, I'm not chasing you, bro. Like, I'm not calling you on the phone, waiting for you to call me back. I'm not doing any of that. Like, a bad relationship is where you're putting effort into something that's not worth it. That could be with a family member. That could be with someone that you're in an actual relationship. That can be in anything. If you're in a relationship with a person who's abusing you and hitting you and talking to you the wrong way, and then they're not apologizing for it, and you're not coming to a rectified outcome, you shouldn't be in that situation, because that's going to lead to you being murdered by the person. That's going to lead to them stealing your identity and doing something horrible to you. There's bad consequences for bad relationships. So save yourself and just don't do it. Lazy won't lead to success. Lazy doesn't lead to success. You know what lazy leads you to? Being a bum outside with a sign. And I know you think that's great because you're getting money, you're not paying taxes, but is it really great? Do you really want to be outside all day and live on some crappy cot and look like you're from a third world country? I mean, basically at this point, America is like an eighth world country, so I guess it doesn't matter. Then they're going to complain about all the things they don't have. But if you want these nice things, if you want to live this life, if you want to have a good life, well, you have to work hard for it. It's not just free. Just saying. Questioning music. Lately, I've just been feeling like most of music sucks. I found this new musician that I kind of liked. He's like a UK thing. He's called Suburban. I've been jamming out to that. Kind of chill. Um, Outside of Suburban, couple of people I've really liked lately. Bella Porch, very good. Um, and that singer from The Servant, whatever her name is, she's pretty good. I was actually considering listening to some Amy Winehouse just because I love Amy Winehouse. They try to make me go to rehab. I said no, no, no. Or some Billie Holiday or some Frank Sinatra. Really, I kind of just listen to Christian and country music, and I try to have a little versatility and put some other things into it. But I think I'm completely done with rap. I tried to listen to what's his name? G Easy, and I just feel like it's not doing anything for me anymore. One, I've heard all the songs. Blink 182 is cool. They're an older group. I still like them. But I'm more drawn to the other music. Like, I'm really mad about that Beyonce CD. At first I thought it was good, but it's not that good. It's kind of whack, honestly. I have music I like, and then there's music I don't like. So I feel like I'm divided on it. I think I'm done with rap though. Rap for me is over. Like, I don't want to listen to music that denigrates women and okays violence in neighborhoods that are already too violent. Okay? We need to change things. And change means it can't be what it was. I'm just going to say it. We can't have any more Dr. Dre's acting like they didn't cause all these problems when they did. Moving into the next part of the conversation, let's get into some tea. Y'all ready for some of this herbal tea? Today we're going to be drinking a nice hot cup of breakfast tea. Yesterday we had Mint Majesty, and tomorrow maybe we'll have some cranberry tea. But today we're going to have some breakfast tea. Why do people love denial? That is the question of the day. I think people like denial because then they don't have to be responsible and they can just lie about reality instead of facing actual reality. Because in many situations, people aren't as great as they claim to be. People think that they're so important and they're actually not. Like, you see it at your job when you're listening to coworkers have conversations together and they try to hype up their pathetic lives. But is their lives really that great? Like, I'm in these environments where I hear conversations of people And I'm like always in my head questioning the conversation I'm listening to. Like people that want to be conversational about their relationship, like what stage of the relationship they're in. They really want this person to do this at this time, or they're not going to do this anymore. People are talking about like actual relationships they're in, or they're bragging about things that they have not done on their own. People are desperate for attention, desperate to fit in, and desperate to feel good. And denial is a good way for you to feel all those things. It's a way for the desperation to be hidden in lies. Admitting your truth, admitting reality, and relishing into what you're going to do and what you're going to be is the only way you can be successful. Denial is going to lead you to death and horrible things. Reality is going to lead you to light and beauty. There's just that. There's no other option here. So when I listen to these people have these conversations when they're talking about the relationships out of wedlock, they're not even thinking about marriage, or they're saying this person better marry me or I'm leaving. It's kind of like they don't understand marriage, because a marriage isn't about a wedding that costs $500,000. Okay, a marriage isn't about a big ring that costs $5 million. A marriage is about bringing two people together that learn how to build their own family together and have kids so we can continue to flourish in our society and our population. You're going to agree, you're going to disagree, and you're going to have a good environment. But I just hear all these insane things, and typically not typically. I never say anything, but I hear it. It's denial. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they have not given you an engagement ring and you've been with them a certain amount of time, they might not propose to you and you might not marry to them. Because what is the hesitation and what are you waiting for? You should be able to propose to a girl that you want to marry to her with a piece of paper on her finger. Why does she need a ring? Why can't she wait? Is that important? If that is an important factor of it, then why don't you wait till he buys you the ring you want and then say yes to it? But it can't be something that it isn't. Next part of the conversation. That was fun. I really do feel like denial is desperation. And it is what it sounds like. A way out. Next part of the conversation, let's move into watching things with Star Watch Talk. Star Watch Talk, we watch together. AEW, another wrestling enterprise, sort of like WWE, but a little different. I really like it. I watch WWE on Friday and Mondays. Very entertaining, very into it. We even watch specials for both of them. MMA is really good as well. I like all the wrestling shows. I pretty much watch all of the wrestling shows. They come on basically every day during the week, and we watch all of them. And they're really good. There's something about watching somebody move around like that and have the flexibility in their body and fighting. And it feels like they're fighting for me. Like Bianca Belair, like I feel like she has a superpower. And I like knowing that I'm part of that community. I love wrestling. I grew up loving it, and I still love it now. Hockey lately. I don't like what happened to that hockey player where he got called out for not wanting to wear a rainbow jersey. And I say props to him for not wanting to go against his Christian views. I don't think that announcer that was talking all that crap should have that voice against him. And I think he should be fired. And I think that the NHL needs to take a look at themselves. You are providing a sport for fans to watch. This isn't LGBTQ watches NHL. This is the world watches NHL, but primarily Canada and the United States. So are we going to sit here and act like the prominent watchers of this sport care about LGBTQ plus and rainbow crap? Because we don't. I actually like hockey, the sport. I want to see my favorite teams do a good job. Now, you already know I'm a Rangers fan. They're my favorite team. I also like the Maple Leafs, and I like another team as well. Right. We know that. What I don't like is hearing this insanity in the background of a sport that I love. Like, I love soccer. I watch every Manchester City game that's on every week. I know everything there is to know about Holland. I'm part of that life too. Like, I told Skip, when we get older, we might want to move to that area so we can support Manchester City in a different way. Because I really do love soccer too. Like, we're real fans. We watch this stuff every day. We're just not acting like we care about it because they're talking about something. This is propaganda, and I'm not okay with it. So, I don't know. Hopefully the Rangers do good this season. I'm hoping that the Maple Leafs stay, good as well, and we'll see what happens. Back to Handmaid's Tale. I still haven't watched the latest season. I need to, but I'm watching that midnight show, and then I gotta watch that other Apple show that I'm behind on. So before I can get to that, I have to watch those other two first. But I am gonna get to it. Where is American Horror Story? I don't know. Snowfall, that new season is coming back on, and I still haven't started Mayans, but I'm going to at some point. We'll see what happens. I don't know what this next season of Snowfall is going to be. I think it's the last season. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. But I'm excited to see where it goes from here. And the Mayans, that was the show after Sons of Anarchy. Oh my God. That was one of the best shows ever made. And I really do miss it. I enjoyed watching that show so much. Oh my God. Moving into food. Kimchi vegan fries. So, kimchi vegan fries is basically fries that don't have meat attached to them. So you chop up the potatoes into pieces, and you make like a kimchi sauce, and you add like sort of vegetables into it. There's a recipe with that guy that I told you about earlier. That's the person that makes it. What's his name?
Yo, this is how you make sundubu jjigae. Ooh. First start with a half a tablespoon of garlic. Tablespoon of chopped up scallions. 2 tablespoons of onions. Another 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Let that sweat, baby. Woo. Tablespoon of pepper powder. Half a tablespoon of pepper flakes. Tablespoon of soy sauce. Pinch of black pepper. Let that all mix together.
His name is Chef Chris Cho. And he does an amazing job. He has a website and everything. He does TikTok videos. He does all this stuff. I found him on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. He's got the recipe there if you want to check it. That's definitely something that I think would be good. And I love vegan things. Keto baked feta pasta. How you make the keto baked feta pasta is you have to do zucchini noodles. First you put in tomatoes and feta. So you put that into a dish in the oven for about 35 minutes. Let that cook, then you mix it all together. You can add in chives or whatever else you want to add into that. Then I'd say add in cheese, mix it together again. Add a little bit of Parmesan or Romano, maybe a little bit of mozzarella. Then you add the zucchini noodles and you mix that together, and you just made pasta. That's really an easy way to make it, and I love cooking it like that. I really want to get back into making that. That's such an easy way to make stuff, and it's very flavorful and no carbs. Like, we're sticking with the no carbs food. So another option that you can make for pasta that doesn't take forever to make it. And making zucchini noodles doesn't take a long time, so there's that too. Next part of the conversation: bacon and shrimp mac and cheese bombs. So what is a bacon and shrimp mac and cheese bomb? So you make the bacon, shrimp, mac and cheese mix. It comes in a bag. You cook it. Then you take the crescent rolls and you roll that up in that. And then you put those in the oven. So you can do a circle like tray and you make a whole circle of them. And then you can peel it apart like it's like cheesy bread. Very good, very flavorful, lots of fun, very easy to make. You're basically just taking one thing you made and putting it inside of another and putting it in an oven and eating it. Who doesn't like that? Now we're talking easy. Homemade shrimp chicken salad. So you take chopped up chicken. You take a mixture of salad, whichever you want. I'm not going to tell you what you like. You know what salad you like better. I'm going for arugula and I'm going for my other option. That I'm having memory loss and I can't remember the name of it right now. Don't judge me. These days happen. It's hump day and I'm already tired. Then you're going to add in mayo, mustard, hot sauce. Mix it together. Leave that to the side. Then you're going to add in celery. Then you can even add in some cranberries if you want for extra flavor. You can do anything with this. You can have this be a dip with some crackers. You can make a sandwich. You can put this on top of lettuce. You can do whatever you want with this. It's a salad. Or you can just leave it in the fridge and eat it at your own disposal. Who doesn't want to eat this? Right? Easy, fun, delicious. Bird's Eye Alfredo chicken slider. So you make the Bird's Eye Alfredo chicken. You take the sliders, right? The the Hawaiian bread. Cut it in half. Have the bottom layer be at the bottom. Put cheese down first. Then put down the Alfredo Bird's Eye on top of that. Then put the top down. Like the top of the sandwiches over that. Then put cheese all over it. Put oil and vinegar. Put that in the oven. Let that cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Take that out. And you just made chicken sliders. Make sure you put a lot of cheese. And make sure you put the cheese all between all the buns. So it's really cheesy and creamy. And you could also add some Alfredo on top of it before you do the cheese. So it's extremely cheesy and creamy. That doesn't take a long time, and it's very easy to make, and it's very flavorful, and it's really good. I found the recipe on Pinterest, and it's just something that you wouldn't think of to try, but I'm telling you, I think you'll really like it. Guess what? It's the end of the podcast. Thank you for tuning in to Born to Be a Star, and I will see you Thursday. Don't forget you're a star wherever you are. Say yes you can, never give up, and why not today? Those are the mantras, and we live by those. And every day is an opportunity to recognize your star power and be the light in the darkness. Because together, light will always shine through and always be the difference in the day. We are going to light up the universe together. I will see you tomorrow on Thursday. Have a good one. Bye.